Hello, welcome to multiplying fractions and whole numbers. In this video, we're going to review how to multiply a fraction with a whole number. Now to do this, we're going to use number 1 as our example. We have 2/5 times 11. And to multiply 2/5 times 11, we're just going to recopy the 2/5 and we're going to copy the times. And to multiply by a whole number, we really don't want to. What we're going to do is turn that whole number into a fraction. And all whole numbers are turned into fractions the same way. You put them over 1. One of the reasons for this is fractions are division, and 11 divided by 1 is still 11. This number, even though it's now a fraction, has the same value it always had, 11. Then, all we have to do is multiply the numerators. 2 times 11 is 22. Multiply the denominators on the bottom. 5 times 1 is 5. And we have an improper fraction. Now, in the directions, we were asked to write in simplest form. That means we have to simplify this fraction. And as I said before, fractions are division. So this can be seen as 22 divided by 5. So we'll write out 22 divided by 5 and do the division. 5 cannot go into 2, so we'll do 5 into 22. 5 goes into 22 4 whole times, and 5 times 4 is 20, and we subtract. 22 minus 20 is 2. And since we're now at the end of the number, we're done. We just have to know how to turn this into a mixed number. So the number up here is your whole number answer, 4. 4 is the whole number. And then you follow it down to the remainder, and the remainder becomes your numerator. Sorry, that got moved. So your remainder becomes your numerator, and your denominator, which is 5, stays the same. And that is how you multiply a fraction with a whole number. So let's do another example. Again, the beginning starts very straightforward. Whatever the fraction part is, you copy it down. The multiplication sign, you copy it down. And you look at the whole number, and 14 would be 14 over 1. Once you have them both as fractions, you can then multiply. Multiply your numerators. 1 times 14 is 14. Multiply your denominators. 4 times 1 is 4. And we're left again with an improper fraction. That will not always happen. Sometimes you'll have a proper fraction and you can just be done. But in this case, we have an improper fraction. I'm not going to redo all the work for the long division, but I will show you the work. Well, 4 will go into 14 3 whole times. There'll be 2 left over, and your denominator 4 will stay the same. Now, even though we've made this into a mixed number, we're not done because it is not in simplest form. 2 and 4 can reduce. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. You wind up with the mixed number 3.5. All right, for the last example, I'm just going to show you the same exact thing, and you should be able to follow along a little easier now because you've seen 2 examples. The fraction on my examples, it's first. It doesn't have to be first. Wherever the fraction is, just copy it down and copy the time sign. Then whatever whole number you have, turn it into a fraction by putting it over 1. Then multiply your numerators to get your numerator, and multiply your denominators to get your denominator. And if you are left with an improper fraction, you do long division to find the mixed number. In this case, it is 6 3/7. Since this cannot reduce anymore, we're done. So the steps, once again, to multiplying a fraction by a whole number is to leave the fraction alone, copy it down, copy the multiplication sign down, and then rewrite your whole number as a fraction by putting it over 1. Then you multiply your numerators, get your numerator. You multiply your denominators, get your denominator. And then if your answer needs to be reduced or simplified, you do so. Thank you.